I am shaved and hair is did. So when do we start?
Right now.
Like, we already started?
Dude, this is the show, man.
Airsoft GI would like to thank our sponsors.
Hi GI TV, Bob the Axeman Hildebrand here, welcoming you to another episode of GI's Top 5. Now, for this week's episode of GI's Top 5, the honorable mention is going to go to Snow at the YouTube channel Snow NTA. Now, this video we picked basically because it has a variety of different cool things. He's using an MP5, he's rocking a shotgun, which I am a huge fan of, and he is doing really well with it. One of my actual favorite parts of the video is, there's all this tactical stuff going on, tactical slides, which he does pretty well, by the way, but there's also some tactical gun landing, which I thought was very sportsmanlike. Player's gun goes down because of lack of battery power, hands him a gun, moving onward. So very well played, Snow, and this is why you made it to the honorable mention slot on this week's GI's Top 5. All right, so our number 5 slot for this week's GI's Top 5 goes out to Sakura Soren. Many apologies if I didn't say your name correctly. Ross and I were actually both trying to figure it out, but it's a really cool name, Sakura Soren. It's actually the same name as his YouTube channel, Sakura Soren. Now, what's really cool about this video is it's actually a rather long video, but the coolest part of it we found right near the end of it is when this player is going around a corner. He finds 3, I would say, younger Airsoft players, and he bang-bangs all of them, but their reaction is kind of hilarious. We had to watch it about 2 or 3 times to figure out exactly what was happening.
You good? Bang, 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 bang. Oh, all right, you guys are dead.
But basically, Sakura, I assume it's Sakura, goes around the corner, bang-bangs these 3 players, and they start just flipping their crap, freaking out like, oh my God, but they're not getting shot. So it's actually kind of entertaining. So that's why you made it to our number 5 slot on this week's GI's Top 5. So our 4th slot this week goes out to Eric from AZ Gunfighters. I believe that's a YouTube channel, AZ Gunfighters, and I assume that means Arizona Gunfighters. Now, what we liked about this video is that there were multiple camera angles. There seemed to be a fair amount of good teamwork. The loads that these guys were using, or at least their guns, look pretty legit. And this is also a really cool field to play at. This is at Vanguard Indoor Playground. This is in Phoenix, Arizona. I was actually looking for a place to play in Phoenix, Arizona rather recently, so glad you sent this video to us. I really appreciate that. But very good job on at least like editing the video, the teamwork, the gameplay is pretty awesome, and we really appreciate you sending this in because overall, it was pretty awesome, which is why I made it to our number 4 slot on GI's Top 5. So our number 3 slot for this week goes out to Ricard. Now, Ricard is a good friend of mine. He actually visited GI HQ as well as the GI walk-in store a year ago, or many moons ago to be specific, and I actually got the opportunity to play Airsoft with him at Tac City North. He's a great guy, he's a fun player to play Airsoft with, and a very honorable gentleman. And not only that, but he has excellent taste in tactical gear and loadouts. He sent us a variety of different pictures, and these are probably some of the coolest and the widest variety of photos we've gotten from anyone for quite a while. He's got a Black Ops loadout with an M4, he's got a couple badass Spetsnaz style loadouts, as well as a loadout with an AK with a grenade launcher. So very well played, Ricard. We really appreciate you sending us these photos, and I hope you get the chance to visit us again sometime soon. I had such a great time last time. Anyway, that's why you made it to this week's spot on GI's Top 5. All right, so our number 2 slot on this week's GI's Top 5 goes out to Adam Grover Lewis of the YouTube channel DCA Grover. Now, what's really interesting about this is that this footage was filmed at Operation Broken Home 2 as part of a direct action mission that Grover and his teammates participated in. I believe this event was put on by American Milsim. Very well played, gentlemen. Now, what happens in this that's really interesting is that he and his team are supposed to infiltrate an area, recover a hostage, pop smoke, and then wait for pickup. Now that sounds pretty legit and it looks pretty awesome on camera, and I'm very jealous I didn't get to participate. So if you've never seen or heard or played any of these direct action missions as part of American Milsim's games, I highly suggest you check them out because it looks like a lot of fun. So highly suggest that you check this out, and this is why you made it to our number 2 slot on this week's GI's Top 5. All right, so for number 1 on this week's GI's Top 5, this slot is gonna go out to the Posen Guy. That's the name he sent it in with, as well as his YouTube channel, the Posen Guy. Now, we chose this because the Posen Guy ends up just rocking house with a Springer.
Sorry.
Very well played, and I gotta say, you know, after our JG Bar 10 game Scouts and Knives video, which came out very recently, you know, it kind of reignited my passion for using spring guns as well as spring shotguns, which I'm always a fan of. And this guy just shows how much fun you can have with these spring guns and really just, I don't know, just kind of changes the game, how you play, and well, it makes it harder, which makes those kills you get that much more satisfying. So very well played, Del Posen Guy. This is a really cool video, very impressed. And I gotta tell you, the reason why you made our #1 slot is right at the end, or at least further on the video, when you kill a bunch of folks or you get them out, and then you say, "Fear my pistol!"
Fear my pistol!
That was awesome. Very well played, the Del Posen Guy, and it's why you made our #1 slot on this week's GI's Top 5. Now, we're really impressed with all the footage and photos we've been sent. We really hope that you guys keep sending in more and more photos, footage, and content for us to take a look at, just because it's really the best part of our week looking at this stuff, and we really appreciate you guys doing it. So make sure to send all of your entries to rossc@airsoftgi.com. Once again, that's rossc@airsoftgi.com. Well, this is Bob the Axeman Hildebrand congratulating all those folks that made it into this week's GI's Top 5. We hope you send in some more stuff, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Once again, this is Bob the Axeman Hildebrand, and this is GI TV.
Airsoft GI would like to thank our sponsors.